So let's talk about trust before you get a hair transplant. Now, you're going to ask me, hey, Dr. Chafu, why are you talking about trust? What does trust have to do with hair transplant? And let me ask you this, but I'm going to throw this question back to you. Will you let someone you don't trust touch your hair? No. Will you let someone you don't trust even give you something to drink? No. Will you let someone you don't trust give you something to eat? No. Will you let someone you don't trust even take you to somewhere? No. So why are we not talking about trust when it comes to hair transplant? So if this is you dealing with hair loss, thinking about hair transplant, I needed to sit right here and listen to this video to the end, because I will be telling you the reasons why you need to trust your hair transplant surgeon before he or she touches your hair. When we're talking about trust, letting someone actually touch your hair for a hair transplant, it goes deeper than hair transplant. We're talking about recreating a hairline, your confidence, your facial structure. Trusting your hair transplant surgeon is really important. As for me, it's important for me. I don't know about you, but if same goes for you, trust is important before you let someone touch your hair. Now I'm going to be telling you 3 simple reasons why trust has to be established before going for a hair transplant. Number 1, you have to go to a hair transplant surgeon that will tell you the truth, no matter if it hurts your feelings. Understand this. The truth will save you from a lot of complications and headache. Most people don't want to hear the truth. They prefer to go to a place that they'll tell you, hey, I promise I'm going to give you 4,000 grafts. You are going to have a head full of hair. That is a lie. That is bullshit. I do not want you to believe the hype. You have to be able to communicate with your hair transplant surgeon. And you also have to communicate to the point that the truth has to be told every step of the way. Okay? Now, the next question should be, how do I establish that trust? So what does effective communication look like? So you have to ask your hair transplant surgeon, will this work for me? That's all. Everything they tell you, ask that question. Will this work for me? My texture of hair, my type of hair, will this work for me? Is this what I need? Do I have another option? Be open to asking those questions, because I tend to see that the problem why a lot of people don't actually go hair regrowth journey is because they still have those doubts in their mind. And doubts come from absence of clarity. If you understand that, when you don't have clarity, you will have doubt, and doubt will never go away. So you have to be able to communicate with your hair transplant surgeon so that doubt will go away. Number 2, how do you establish trust? Trust is being open to other options suggested by your hair transplant surgeon. Sometimes people go back and forth. No, my friend did it this way. I saw this online. I Googled this. I found this. I did this. It's okay. Those are questions that need to be answered by your hair transplant surgeon. But guess what? You came to your hair transplant surgeon for a reason, for their expertise, for their skill, for their experience. So when they tell you something, instead of you going back and forth questioning it, ask them, why do you think this is the option for me? I need you to rephrase that. Ask them that question. And if they can't explain to you, or they still suggest only one treatment, no other options, then maybe it's time to seek a second opinion. Because what? You need trust. I wouldn't trust someone that doesn't give me options, that doesn't tell me all my options, all options available. So that is how you establish trust. Number 3, how do you establish trust? Trust is looking into the future. Does this hair transplant surgeon have my back? What is going to happen in the future if I go this route or this route? You see? Why am I breaking this down for us? Because this shows that effective communication is the best way to establish trust with your hair transplant surgeon. So your hair transplant surgeon should be able to look into the future, especially when it comes to hair loss with hair transplant. They should be able to tell you, hey, if this is what you want to do, your hair loss is going to get worse. If you don't get on the right medication, your hair loss will get worse. If we over-harvest your good grafts, guess what? You're not going to like your results. Now, this is what needs to be discussed when you establish, in the process of establishing trust with your hair transplant surgeon. Now, if this is you dealing with hair loss, you've tried everything online because what? You've been trusting the wrong people. Now, I don't want you to stop right here. I need you to make an appointment. We offer free virtual appointment at Havila Hair Restoration. And somebody from my team will get in touch with you and talk to you, and we'll establish a good action plan for you. If you've watched this video to this point and you have been disappointed by so many things you've used, or you know someone that's tried so many things that have been calling you and said, I tried this for my hair loss, send them this video. This video will help them because what? Hair transplant might be the next step for them. So in summary of what I said, 3 ways to establish trust. Number 1, ask open-ended questions for effective communication. Number 2, ask for options. What are my options? And they should be able to explain all the options you have. Number 3, talk about future planning. What is the future? What is it going to look like in future 10 years from now after a hair transplant? You need to ask that question. And if you've loved this video, go ahead on YouTube. YouTube name is Dr. Chaifu. I teach you simple tips and tricks in regards to hair regrowth and hair transplant. Until next time, bye-bye.